my channel. Today I would like to discuss a little thing with you I have had on my mind for a little while right now. If you remember, half a year ago there was this huge trend with beta Minecraft that got a ton of views, and it was like on everybody's mind. We got all the videos who were like saying, oh, new Minecraft is bad, go play old one. If you remember that, well, if you don't, well, I have reminded you now. What I have noticed is that recently there hasn't been a lot of beta videos, or beta videos that get a lot of views. And as well as that, my own videos about beta have really plummeted compared to the older ones. So that kind of got me curious to think why exactly that happened. And well, just to make things clear right now, beta Minecraft is a trend. It had its peak half a year ago, and I think that's pretty obvious, but I would like to know what exactly happened there and why possibly it ended this soon. Although it's probably lasted much longer than any of those 1 week TikTok gags, but we're not talking about that, we're talking about beta Minecraft today. And to start off, I think it would be fair if we went over a history of beta Minecraft, or Minecraft kind of recently in general, but I won't make it very long. It'll be just like a minute or two, a quick recap, just to give you some context on things and my opinions. So, Minecraft has begun in 2009, we all know that. I won't talk about any of the RubyDung or classic stuff. I'm just gonna mention Alpha, that happened in summer 2010. Beta began December 2010, and in 2011 we got this version I'm on right now, a beta 1.7.3. The next version, or I mean the next update technically, the adventure update, was the first big controversy of this community. I mean, Minecraft community never like changed in any way, shape or form, so that kind of makes sense when they changed the whole biome system and added all of the things new Minecraft has, like villagers, enchantments, potions, structures, the end. I mean, because I count both beta 1.8 and 1.9 as adventure update, because that's what it is basically. So yeah, a ton of people got mad. A bunch of people stayed playing this old version right here, but most just couldn't care less and moved on with their lives playing beta 1.8, release 1.0, and so on. So then we get more into the feature. We get a release, we get a bunch of updates like jungles, villagers, redstone, horses, all of that, and then we get the update that changed the world. Not beta, just 1.7. It was not controversial in any way, but it did revamp the entire world basically, and the entire biome system, giving it back to the Alpha 1.2.6 and Beta 1 while keeping the new biomes. So then we get the Bountiful update and the second huge controversy in Minecraft community, the combat update, which got, a lot of people got very mad that they can't spam click anymore. We also got the end update, which was kind of nice. And then a lot of people, a ton of people just stayed back, decided to play the previous version. But honestly, I guess most casual players just couldn't care less again and just moved on playing the new versions. Then we got obviously the Dark Ages of Minecraft, nothing special, all updates were horrible. The Frostburn update is the worst one, I think. Like, what did they add? Magma, ice, and 2 mobs? I mean, not 2 mobs, there was a bit more, like 3 mobs. Horrible, basically. Then we got the Minecraft Renaissance, where they have updated basically everything in the game. We got updates for the ocean, villagers, the nether, and the best of all, the pinnacle, the cherry on top, the update to cap it all off, the biggest thing we have ever asked for, the update that changed the world. No, I'm sorry, that name was already taken, that's 1.7. The Caves and Cliffs update. That update changed everything in the world, like the terrain, the biomes, yeah, the whole shebang. but he couldn't have come at the worst time, and Mojang, being too based, said, no crunch, no exploitation, we're better than everybody else. We're sorry you have to split it in two. Everybody was like, yeah, that's fine, we see COVID is hard. Do what you need to do. And they did. They split 1.70, 1.80. We all know that story. 1.17 gave us the content, 1.18 gave us the generation, we got chicken on set, that doesn't matter. But we did not get archaeology, deep dark, and what was the third one? Yeah, bundles in 1.18. Yeah, people were like, huh? Then we see 1.19 with this huge and awesome deep dark, so like, okay, that's cool, fine. And then we also saw some cool stuff for the Mangrove and the Birch Forest. Okay, no, I'm sorry, Birch Forest is not coming. As well as Fireflies, said the lady in the most horrible tone ever. You know, when Agnes was saying that Minecraft was updating the updates, it looked like she was crying. Everybody could really sad for her. That lady that was announcing no Fireflies, she did it in the worst way possible. And then, to add salt to the wound, they added chat reporting and skin banning, and then the hate, it was everywhere. People just could not stop. Mojang is horrible, Mojang is lazy, updates are bad. All of that, you know that, you remember that. What's next? Well, I call this the Ooga Booga train of thought, in parentheses, because it's just some very basic and simple way of thought a person could think. I think even a toddler could think this, being the consensus, Mojang is lazy. And then, if Mojang is lazy, then that means we're getting bad updates. And due to bad updates, the modern Minecraft is bad. And because modern Minecraft is bad, then old Minecraft is good. And what old Minecraft is good? Well, it's obviously the one devoid of all controversy and universally and unquestionably loved by everyone in the community at the time. That being, if we rewind our timeline back, Beta 1.7.3, the version we're currently on right now. Well, that was not the only reason that it kind of took off. We also got the Mr. Bistification of YouTube, if you know who that is, because if you know Mr. Bistification of YouTube, that when all the videos have super mega fast pace, a ton of cuts, attention span being turned into a cherry seed. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, you know what that is. And then going back from that, back to the slow videos from the early YouTube. That kind of mixed with the nostalgia for old versions of Minecraft, like Beta 1.7, which is, Beta 1.7 is kind of an idyllic dream of what old Minecraft is. Simple, nothing happens. I mean, not nothing happens, nothing major, not bloated. And then, as a mix to that, we also have nostalgia for old Minecraft YouTube videos, which is also kind of reinforced by the Mr. Bistification video, because those old videos, if you remember, if you watch them, is basically record 1 hour of footage, don't cut it, post it, done. You mix all of that, and you get beta Minecraft, specifically 1.7.3 beta, getting launched to the moon. That's how big it got. The Golden Age Minecraft community, the subreddit, doubled in the past year. Like, this is some growth there. And if we look at YouTube, the thing that I'm a bit more specialized in, and the thing that I have actually started this discussion with, we had some old channels. Let me come up with some examples, like Monster, Monster, Boxplayer, or Gialco, people like that, who were posting beta videos before it got big. They just blew up. They got huge boosts from the views. And then we also got a bunch of new ones creating new Let's Plays like Rami or Gengar Juice, or yours truly here standing in front of you. Although I didn't really do it for the trend, I didn't want to abandon this world, so I made YouTube videos about it. But what actually made me think of playing beta, because I mean I played alpha before even the beta trend started, but maybe play beta was all the videos praising the version. Obviously they all got born from the same source that all the let's plays that are popping up, but also they pushed back and boosted the let's plays even further, and that was like huge. Half a year ago, beta Minecraft is a huge boost based almost on everybody's mind. I am actually not sure about that, because currently all the internet is kind of very split and that's not very good, but you get my point. It was massive. What about now? Because it's been half a year now. What about now? Why is this Adult Swim bumper even there? Like, what the hell? So, welcome to summer of 2024. It's been half a year since the huge trend. I have not seen a lot of beta videos in the past few months, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, and my videos as well got kind of not a lot of views. Let's look at the other channels, for example. If you can see, I will put this on my amazing wall of green screen. The old channels are basically back to their pre-beta state. I mean, they got a little bit of a boost from all the new audience that actually stayed, but it's pretty much back to where we started. And the new channels that popped up during the beta craze, yeah, they're kind of dead. I mean, this kind of sad to admit. I hope they're at least playing their roles off camera and enjoying themselves, but it's pretty, the channels are not there basically. Also, Sipover made a video with he's late to the trend as always. You know, that video, ugh, I don't really want to talk about it. It's too bad to even talk about. And okay, moving on. Instead of beta videos being spread everywhere, we still have the Minecraft bad video. We just don't have beta in it. Instead we have Minecraft bad, let's improve it kind of video. Good and bad ones. You know which ones I'm talking about. You've probably seen them. And yeah. Why is that? Why is it like this? Why did this trend end so quickly? Well, I have two possible theories for that. Complementary, I would say. They're not really contradicting each other, but this is just why I think that this trend has ended this quickly.
One.
It's some hard truth right here, but beta Minecraft is not for everybody. / honeymoon has ended. Yeah, what I mean by this is that not everybody will enjoy beta Minecraft. Okay, but I think I mentioned that a second ago, but let me explain. In preparation for this little video, I've rewatched a couple videos. One of them, Dialco's video, about why he and the beta community, but mostly he specifically, likes beta Minecraft. That one actually was a bit before the beta craze, but then it got picked up, and you know what happened after that. So, and then that was his opinion there. But something like he likes the more blocky aesthetic and the older biomes and the crunchy textures and the fact that the game is not bloated and stuff. And you know, fair enough, that's what he likes. But not everybody will like it this way. Some people, like him, would say, oh yeah, this game, the beta, it's not bloated, it's very free. Even if you have a build that's not particularly super mega awesome, it doesn't look too bad. But other people might think that there is barely anything in this game, it's lackluster, how can anybody play this? And you know, he even mentioned that in his own video. But then if we get this huge influx of people used to playing new versions, playing this, after the nostalgia wears off, what will they think? They probably came in here with some unreasonable expectations of getting joy and re-experiencing that childhood happiness they got from playing Minecraft, but that's not really how it works, does it? Another example I thought of myself for why could this be the case is if we take in if you know what I'm talking about, and you probably do, the 2-week Minecraft phase, which is a thing. That usually consists of, joining the world, speedrunning the Ender Dragon, getting max gear, Elytra, and then getting bored and quitting and doing that annually. Now let's put the person who's just used to doing that as their way of playing Minecraft into beta, with no goals whatsoever. For some, it might be freeing and they will enjoy this and continue playing forever and ever and ever, but others it might be kind of jarring. Possibly. And, after the nostalgia wears off, as I mentioned earlier, after their unreasonable expectations are not met, they get disappointed and stop playing the game and don't really want to watch people play it on YouTube. Yeah. I think that might be a part of the case for this whole thing.
2.
Number 2, as you could hear this funny cud say, is, again, complementary to the first one, which I think I'm not sure that both of them are the major contributors, but I think they're kind of part of the problem. What if there's just too much beta on YouTube? And people got so much of it, they got bored. If I go on YouTube right now, where's the edge? Here. Look at this. There's over 20 videos of new Minecraft, not really new Minecraft Let's Plays, but just Minecraft Beta Let's Plays, and yes, some of them are new episodes, new Let's Plays, just beginning. Some of them have 0 views, some of them have a few hundred, some of them have a couple dozen, but that's right now. That's a lot. Can you imagine when people were really into beta and then they saw all of that, but probably even more because it was at its peak? People probably just got bored really quickly from all of that. The whole beta thing is very oversaturated even right now. And because the audience for it has shrunk a ton because people realize that it's not what exactly they like, the views are kind of spread out. So yeah, there's just too much of this stuff now. People don't want to watch all of that. They got bored. And that's why, I think, partially that's part of the cause why the trend has died so quickly. I think the joke here is that the audience of these videos is so old that unless they put it on an adult programming block, they just won't catch it. But that's moving away from the point. The conclusion, and I think it's pretty obvious, Minecraft Beta is a trend, as I mentioned earlier, and it's gone back to being a niche thing. Yeah, that's it. It got a little bit of a boost from new audiences, but it's basically back. Still, it lasted way longer than any of those 1-week TikTok gags, which I am not a part of because I don't use TikTok, or Twitter for that matter. Well, that's just what happened with it. If you like beta Minecraft, nobody's stopping you from watching it or playing it, but I guess people are just tired of it. Will I be stopping my Minecraft beta Let's Play? Not yet. I'm enjoying it. I like beta for the challenge of building in it specifically, but I don't think I can really keep this up forever, can I? I'm not Etho, and also Etho gets updates in his world which bring new things. I don't. Although, I could be like B-dubs. He's telling me for B-dubs again. I could just make a 1-year break like he does. I mean, like he did, and I just come back in a year. I just need to make this last just 9 more months, so I can get the April Fool's video, and then I'm done. I'm joking. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you stayed here for my amazing voice acting and narration. If you like this, like the video, if you like this thing specifically, I mean, I cannot guarantee you that I will make a ton of these, so I would not recommend you subscribing if you're not gonna watch things that are already on it. I'm glad you have watched until the end. Goodbye! Actually, I wonder if this will happen with anime eventually. Huh. Interesting thoughts.